chaotic, and it has changed my life. I'm a fan of his ever since. I love this collection. Of his most legendary supermodels and more. The four queens of the runway. Fashion, New York Fashion Week is right around the corner. Librarian tonight, and that's because I came to read a bitch. Jaja's Atelier, bitch. Welcome back, guys, to a brand new episode of Jaja's Atelier. It's your girl, and I'm back. Listen, I want to send a huge shout out to my new subscribers. Listen, I don't know what happened with YouTube, but they pushed my content, and the last two episodes are really, really doing well. I got a couple new subscribers, like I was saying. I want to welcome you guys if you guys are watching right now. If not, you'll be watching this later. I'm so honored to have you. It's been a slow-moving process getting this channel up and running, but I got a good, I kind of got a rhythm going. So, listen, welcome to the channel. We're all about fun, fashion, a little shade, a little tea, and a little foo-foo-la. You know what I mean? So how was everybody's week? Mine was fabulous. Can I tell y'all something? I am done with dating. I am done with dating. I was having this conversation with a homegirl of mine, and we were talking, and I was just like, you know, she's a biological born female. I'm a trans woman, and it's crazy the similarities in situations that we go through with men, especially when you're dealing with like black men. I don't know what it is about black men these days, and it's not all black men. It's not. But, you know, when everyone that we run into, it's a problem out here. It's like they don't know how to communicate. They want to jump right into the sex. They don't like wearing condoms. It's just like, come on, like every guy I've been meeting. And then for me, it's like even harder because, you know, they want to be with a trans woman. They want to date a trans woman openly, but because of what society says, they feel like they have to keep you a secret. And sometimes that frustration that they feel, we end up getting beat up with it. Sometimes literally. So I'm just not in the mood. Like, listen, I can catch my own almonds, okay? If you catch my drift. And then it's like, sometimes I'm laying in the bed and I'm like, ooh, I could go for something right now. And I have options. There's options, honey. There's options. But it's just like, ugh. You know, and then by the time I do catch my own almonds, it's like, I'm good. Anyway. So listen, I had a whole show planned. We're still going to do the show, but I almost forgot that it was the CFDA Awards as we speak. So I just want to let y'all know the red carpet was dry, honey. There was hardly anybody there. Where were all the girls? Where was Zendaya? Where was Kim K? Where was Serena Williams? I would have loved to see Savannah James. Motherfucker. I didn't even see Gabrielle Union. It was dry. There wasn't that many celebrities on the red carpet. And you know what it might be? We're so close to the election, which we're going to touch on that in just a minute. We're so close to the election. I don't think that people are really in the mood. I really don't think this election is really, really, really getting down to the wire. And it's getting more viscerally nasty as the days go on. Maybe people just weren't in the mood. Because I had completely forgotten about it, and I had it written in my day plan and everything, and something told me to look at my day plan, and I said, oh my God, the CFDA Awards is tonight, and I'm already doing the show. I just wasn't in the mood, guys. But we must press on, so let's talk about some of my favorite looks here, darling. So first, we have Cynthia Erivo in this gorgeous hooded fishtail gown. It is a custom look from Gap. I can't remember if we touched on this or not, but one of my favorites, Zach Posen, is the new creative director over at Gap, and he created this look for Cynthia Erivo. It's black, it's simple, it's chic, it's glamorous, it's timeless. I saw the comments, a lot of people were saying it was boring, but I loved it. It's not one of my favorite looks of hers. She played a little safe, but out of the couple of looks that I saw from the couple of people that was on the red carpet, I liked it. It was pretty, it was very beautiful. Very beautiful. Next we have Angel Reese. Honey, she's stunned in white. Quite honestly, one of my best dresses of the night. She's wearing Simkai. I love the ostrich feather coat. I love the dress. I love her with this blonde hair, by the way. Angel, blonde is your color, honey. The only thing I didn't like about this look was the shoes. I thought it should have been like a glass slipper or maybe a white satin shoe. I've been seeing a lot of strappy pearl heels. I thought that would have fit well with it as well. The shoe, when the camera pans down, the shoe just kind of throws the whole thing off for me. But from the ankles up, I loved Winnie Harlow. Okay, Winnie Harlow is wearing Kate Barton. I thought the corset was a little ill-fitted on her. It made her look very boxy. I love the color. I love the material. I just wish she would have... Oh, honey, the streets are busy tonight. I just wish that she would have showed us those gorgeous, legendary catwalking legs she has. I didn't like the sock boot all the way up. I wasn't. I wasn't crazy about the hair. She's always gorgeous, but this look, it kind of fell flat for me. It just didn't fit her. I really didn't like it. And then now that I'm looking close, I love the bag. Oh, the bag is everything. But now that I'm looking closely at it, the tights are a different color blue than the dress itself. I love the fabric on the dress. I just don't. All right, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's giving very much, let it go, let it go. And she should have let that dress go. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. Okay, who's next? Who is next, darling? Who is next? Okay, now this is my best dress of the night. Kylie Jenner took it home for me. Kylie Jenner took it home for me in Schiaparelli. Oh no, she's not wearing Schiaparelli. She's actually wearing Jean Paul Gaultier Haute Couture by Hayder Ackerman. Oh, okay. Somebody else had reported on it, and they were saying it was Schiaparelli, and I was like, I don't remember seeing that, but okay. But no, this is it's either Jean Paul Gaultier or Schiaparelli. Either way, absolutely stunning. It's really eye-catching. She looks like a vampy fucking porcupine. I don't know how the fuck she's gonna sit down, but fashion doesn't have to make sense. You know, beauty knows no pain, darling. Beauty knows no pain. I love the slick back hair. I love the minimal makeup. And you know, one thing about Kylie Jenner, love her or hate her, she's really coming into her own as a grown woman. I will say this, she definitely looks a little older than what she really is. She definitely looks a little older than what she really is, but you have to think she's been in front of the camera basically her whole life. Listen, she looks absolutely fabulous. She does look a little older than what she is, so she does. But it's not in a bad way at all. She's lived a life, you know. She looks absolutely stunning. I love the skirt on this. This is fashion, honey. This is what I want to see at the CFDA Awards. I don't know what these other girls were doing. All right, next up. Okay, we have Paris Hilton. Okay, she's wearing, Paris Hilton is wearing Oscar de la Renta. I absolutely love this. She's an Oscar de la Renta girl. Her and her sister, Nikki, they wear Oscar de la Renta often. I love this look. She's giving Paris in the spring. Wow. In America. Is the CFDA Awards in New York or in LA? I don't know. While giving while she's giving Paris in the spring, while in New York in the fall. All right, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Okay. So this year's CFDA Fashion Icon recipient, none other than the queen herself, musical icon, Erykah Badu. She is the queen of the night. She is wearing Tom Brown. I love this. This is Erykah Badu full and through, and she is quite the Tom Brown woman. She wears Tom Brown quite often. I love that she paired it with this headpiece. I love the nose ring. I love the jewels. Love it, love it, love it. Absolutely stunning. Wow. I love the double jacket. And it's like, every time I look at it, I've been looking at these looks over and over and over again so I could come to you guys and talk about it. I've actually been sitting here in full glam, like making sure I don't miss anybody. But every time I look at this, look at her, I see something different in the look. I love this. I love her makeup. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And original. You're not going to see anybody but Erykah Badu do this on a red carpet. So, and huge congratulations to you as well. All right, who else do we have? Was there anybody else? Okay, we have Ciara. Ciara's wearing Vera Wang. I didn't like it. And Ciara usually never misses. I loved it until it got to the top. I thought the top was really lazy. I didn't like the gloves. And I didn't like the hair either. But Ciara, you're a beautiful woman. And listen, judging by everybody else's look, honey, I saw people in jeans, honey. I was like, what the hell is going on this year? But again, we're getting so close to the election. I don't think people were in the mood this year. I don't think people were in the mood. All right, who else do we have? All right. I have two worst dressed of the night. Katie Holmes. Girlfriend. Girl. I'm going to need for you to vamp it up a little bit. Show that body off. She's so beautiful. I think she's a beautiful woman. I really do. But she always looks so fucking matronly. She's not even 50, she's not even 50 years old yet. This dress is awful. It's literally awful. I hate the black bow in the back. I hate the flesh tone at the top and the strawberry red at the bottom. I hate the earrings. I hate the glam. I hate the lazy low bun. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Anyway. And also on my worst dress list, I'm sorry, but I have to give it to Tyler. I hated this. Why are you wearing crochet beachwear to the CFDA Awards, girl? With those Victoria's Secret free lime green panties underneath. Is it just me, or does Tyler look like she's had a little work done? Maybe it's just the makeup. I hated the hair. I hated the necklace. The shoes is the only thing I like about this look. This is so lazy. I hated this. So inappropriate for the CFDA Awards, I thought. I hated it. Anyway. That's it for the CFDA Awards, y'all. That's it. I don't have nothing else. Wow. I remember that one year Anya Taylor-Joy went to the CFDA Awards. I think she was the fashion icon recipient that year. I think it was like 2002. And she wore that royal purple 1950s kind of silhouette suit with the box hat. Oh my God. Bring us back to those days, honey. What is going on? Anyway. All right. So let's get into the rest of today's show. Let me pull up my show run here. Give me a second, guys. All right, so listen. I want to take a serious turn. We are just a week away from this year's election. I'm really nervous, y'all. I'm really nervous. I was nervous until I saw the debauchery at Trump's rally in New York with that comedian. I'm not even going to repeat his name. He made jokes about Jews. He made disparaging jokes about Jews. He made disparaging jokes about black people. He made awful jokes about the whole state of Puerto Rico. And I really think, and after I saw it today, or really last night, I don't think he's going to win. I really think that the majority of the country is really tired of this. We don't know anything about what you're going to do for us other than Project 25. Absolutely disgusting. And for all of you minorities who are thinking about voting for Trump, look at what he deems acceptable during a rally. When you are the president of the United States, you are in service to the people. It's not about you. It's not about what you want. It's about what's best for the country and the people who have put you in office to serve them. Speaking of rallies, Kamala Harris held her rally in Houston, and rumors were rumbling for days before that Beyonce would join her on stage, and that she did, alongside her sister and fellow longtime friend and bandmate Kelly Rowland and her beautiful mother Tina Knowles. You can see them. I thought Kelly and Beyonce looked absolutely stunning. Beyonce is wearing a suit by Rosie Huntington Whiteley's collab collection with Wardrobe NYC. Kelly is wearing a suit by Fear of God and shirt and tie by Amiri. Listen, I thought their speeches were absolutely spot on. They touched on well, hell, why don't I just let you look? Let's look at Kelly's first.
Welcome to my Houston family. I am so proud to be here back in Houston with my mama T and my sister. Welcome to this day, this remarkable, this joyous day. A date, a day, a time, a moment with weight and meaning for our country, for our people, and for the world. A moment, Houston, where we grab back the pen from those who are trying to write an American story of division and hatred.
Amen, amen, amen. Kelly was really feeling herself. Excuse me, Kelly was really feeling herself in that moment, honey. What a joyous day! Hallelujah! Honey, I didn't know she had all that fervor inside of her, honey. Ooh, these titties. I thought she looked absolutely stunning. Let's take a look at what Beyonce had to say.
We are so happy to be standing here on this stage as proud country Texas women supporting and celebrating the one and only Vice President Kamala Harris. A woman who's been pushing for what this country really needs right now: unity. It's impossible not to feel the energy in this room, the positivity, the community, the humanity. We are at the precipice of an incredible shift, the brink of history. I'm not here as a celebrity. I'm not here as a politician. I'm here as a mother.
So that was a piece of Beyonce's speech. I also like what Kamala Harris had to say. Listen, I thought her bringing Beyonce out, well, not her bringing Beyonce out, but I thought Kelly Rowland and Beyonce and Tina Knowles all showing up. I thought it was really important, and I liked that they came into it with their guards down. They were home. They were with their fellow people of Houston. There's something really humbling about Beyonce when she speaks. And I know I've said in the past, sometimes when she speaks, it's like watching somebody lay bricks. I'm not going to lie. But over the last couple of years, I think her stepping away from doing interviews, she doesn't think about it as hard. I think that was the thing with her back in the day when she would do interviews. It was very robotic, and it was like she really was thinking about what she was going to say. In this speech, I really thought she just let it roll off her tongue. I feel like she was honest. I feel like she said what she wanted to say. She gave her honest opinion, and she gave good points as to why us as Black women, us as Black men, us as minority people, us as LGBTQ plus people need to get out and vote. I can't tell you how many people of color that I have came across in the last couple of weeks that are like, I'm like, oh, are you going to vote? And it's like, oh, I don't know. I don't really do that. Like, what you mean you don't really do that? Do you pick cotton? Because that's what's going to happen if you don't get your Black ass up and vote. And some I've been met with was like, oh, get out of here with that. And some were like, you know what, Jaja, I hear what you're saying, and I'm going to look more into it, and I am going to go vote. I am going to go vote. And I'm going to vote for Kamala. I had one young man that I know who I actually used to be his camp counselor years ago. And he's a grown man now, and I was talking to him. I saw him in the grocery store, and I was like, are you going to vote? And he was like, I don't know. I don't really trust her like that. She put Black men in jail. I stood in the grocery store with him for 30 minutes, breaking it down to him. And when I broke it down to him, and he's looking on his phone, Googling, because I told him, I said, Google it. Look for yourself as I'm talking to you. And he was like, wow. He was like, I'm really like fucking up by not voting. I said, yeah. And he just so happens to have a daughter who is special needs. How are you going to afford her medication? Like, it's so many variables going into this election that we have to be worried about as parents, as LGBTQ plus people, as Black people, as Asian people, as Jewish people, as you can see from what happened at the rally in Madison Square Garden, which is also very reminiscent to the rally that happened in 1934 that Adolf Hitler held in Madison Square Garden. I'm going to let that breathe for a minute. This is not a time to joke. This is not a time to play. This is not a time to fight. This is a time for those of us in this country who have good common goddamn sense to unite and get this woman into office. I don't care if you think she's Black or not. I don't care how many Black men you think she put in jail. At the end of the day, whatever she has in store is far better than the alternative. Do your research. You have a week. Early voting here in Virginia. If any of you guys that are watching, I know I have some of my friends that know me from around the way here in Virginia that do watch. But those of you who are watching who don't know me, who live in Virginia, early voting is still open. Figure out where you can go to do your early voting. It's best to do early voting. I had another young man tell me, my vote doesn't matter. He came to me this morning and he told me, hey, I think you were right. I see them burning ballot boxes. I just heard about that today. Them burning ballot boxes. Burning people's votes. Already cheating. Already. Because they're scared. Oh, my arm, I'm losing weight. My arm's like, wait a minute, bitch. Ooh, honey. These moans are moaning. They're burning ballot boxes already. They're taking Kamala Harris, Tim Wall signs off of people's lawns. It's getting crazy out here. I'm really nervous, you guys, but I'm praying. I'm praying. Those of you who are watching, please go vote for Kamala. That man is a convicted felon. He is an alleged, and I'm saying alleged loosely, he is an alleged rapist. He is an abuser. He is a narcissist. And most importantly, he's a low-functioning human being. He doesn't have the sense God gave a fucking goose. This man is emotionally unstable. I need you guys to really get out there and vote. And also, sidebar, I want to pull this picture up. Speaking of Kamala Harris not being black, I want to pull this picture up right here of Beyonce and Kamala Harris standing right next to each other. And now, you know, black people love to call Beyonce the queen. The queen, oh, she represents our blackness. She's 2 shades lighter than Kamala. Y'all say Kamala not black. She look pretty black right here. Stop fucking playing and get out there and vote. I was having a conversation with my mom last night, and she said to me, you know, she's not voting for Trump, but she said to me, maybe it's in God's plan for Trump to win. Maybe we need to be reminded of the freedoms that we didn't have. Maybe we need to be humbled. Maybe we've gotten too comfortable to the point where young black men don't even want to get up and exercise their right to vote. There was a time when I talked about it on the last episode where we used to have to pay to vote. That old lady that CNN caught up with, she said they used to have to pay $2.50 each person in the household in order to be able to vote. $2.50 back then was $20. Not everybody has $20 to go down and spend on to vote. Count your blessings. Don't take your freedoms and your liberties for granted. Go vote. I'm going to move on. So her name completely left my head. Well, before I get to that, so let me address you, Amber Rose, again. So after Beyonce's speech, Amber Rose tweets this, or she leaves this in a comment section under one of those blogs. She goes, "She want to be me so bad, literally took my whole speech." Amber Rose, I don't even believe that you're really voting for Trump. Why are you doing this? How about, and you know what really irritates me about her is the unmitigated gall of you to, you have your whole existence is based on the black dicks that you sat on and the black sons that you pushed out your ass. That is the basis of your whole existence in Hollywood. You have done nothing else. If you want to count the slut walk, fine. We can count the slut walk. Other than the slut walk, you have done nothing else in the industry besides sit on random black dicks and push babies out. That is your claim to fame. Rappers and babies. Your sons are black. Do you need to be reminded of the Central Park Five after they were falsely accused? And the article that Donald Trump paid to have put in the New York newspaper, calling for their execution. You are a thirsty succubus. You are the bottom of the bottom, And if this is what you have to do for attention, girl, you need to lay on your back and slide off a roof. This is not a time for you to be grasping at clout. You are not important here. All of this, and then she's like, oh, I was just trolling her. Your whole life is trolling. That's what you do for a living. You troll. You troll, you hop from reality TV show to reality TV show, you shake your ass, and you take care of your kids with no man. Focus on that. How about you heal yourself and figure out why every man you've been with has left you high and fucking dry? Have a blessed day. Anyway, I just had to get that read in real quick because I'm getting sick and tired of her bald head ass. So I completely forgot her name. Her name absolutely left me. But honey, she had to remind me who the fuck she was. Here is Adutta Ketch on the cover of Vogue Australia in Chanel. She is photographed by, and I believe I was talking about her. This is who I was talking about when I was talking about the Victoria's Secret fashion show. And I said, well, since we're adding all these different elements to it and all these different shapes and sizes and ages, she should have definitely been on the runway in some maternity lingerie. Look at how stunning she is. This girl she's one of the girls, honey. One of my favorite girls. This is Adutta Ketch for Vogue, for the November issue of Vogue Australia. Vogue Australia decided to make it a family affair featuring her entire family in the spread. Black royalty, honey. Her mother, her brother, who is also a model, by the name of... Did I get her brother's name? I didn't get her brother's name. I forgot her brother's name. And she's also accompanied in the spread by her longtime partner and baby's daddy, the very handsome and sexy Samuel Elker. Everybody is photographed by Jessie Lizzotti and styled by Kayla Matthews. I didn't get a chance. Vogue Australia didn't post any excerpts from the interview, but I just thought the pictures were stunning. And I had to bring this up because I am so sorry, Adutta, if you ever see this. How could I forget Adutta Ketch? She is the top model. Her and Anuki are the girls right now. So I just had to give her a shout out. This is a gorgeous spread. I love these pictures. Her family is so beautiful. All that chocolate alabaster, honey. That's deep chocolate alabaster, honey. Woo! Anyway, huge congratulations to Adutta Ketch and Samuel Elkner. I cannot wait to see this baby. This baby is going to be a knockout, honey. I cannot wait. And she looks like she's due any day now, really. It's been a while now since I touched on her pregnancy announcement. I think it's been over 5 months, really. I'm going to have to go back and look. She should be due soon. Anyway, so huge congratulations to you, Adutta Ketch. I can't wait to see your baby. And huge congratulations to on this cover. This is one of the best spreads I've seen in a while. All right. So, the entertainment world is still being rocked and ransacked by rumors of crime rings and allegations, and this week it was no different. I'm sure Diddy is glad that the spotlight isn't on him for a change. Ooh, this lace is itching. So let's get into the latest celebrity crime story. So last week, former Abercrombie and Fitch CEO Mike Jeffries was arrested in West Palm Beach for sex trafficking and interstate prostitution, along with 2 other partners. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Abercrombie and Fitch was huge back in the day. You were not it if you didn't have a pair of Abercrombie and Fitch jeans. They had sweaters. They had hoodies. They had zip-up sweaters. They had hats. They had shoes. I mean, when I was coming up in the 90s and the early 2000s, Abercrombie and Fitch was that mall brand that everybody wanted. Not to mention the hot and steamy print ads that they used to run, honey. Speaking of catching my almonds, back when I was a little boy, I used to catch some of my almonds to those Abercrombie and Fitch ads, honey. But judging from the ads, I'm not surprised by this. Abercrombie and Fitch has had a lot of run-ins and a lot of controversy. I'm gonna read some of them off to you here. One of the first controversies I remember. Okay, let's hold on. I'm a little confused here. Y'all stick with me. Stick with me here. Okay, so the brand was taken to court several times for discrimination. Okay, I remember the first time I've heard something bad about Abercrombie and Fitch's, he did an interview, Mike Jeffries, and he said, this brand is exclusive. It is all about the all-American preppy kid. I don't ever recall seeing black people in those ads. There were black people in the ads, but it was very sparse. It was very few and far between, okay? In 2003, the company faced a racial discrimination lawsuit alleging that the company turned down minorities for sales propositions, regulated them to stockrooms, and had their hours reduced if their looks weren't Abercrombie enough. And okay, so I already know when white people say all American, they mean whites. And so, listen, when I said that when we saw back in the day when we would see black people in the Abercrombie and Fitch ads and it was sparse, what I really mean by that is they were black like this and not like this. Very rarely would you see a person, a very melanated person. It was always very light, very mulatto. I don't know if that's proper to say, but very mulatto. Yes. The ads were very suggestive. I have a few pictures of the old Abercrombie and Fitch ads right here. And this one is actually starring Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher is the one in the front with his hands up like this. This is a young 17 or 18-year-old Ashton Kutcher. And I believe his twin brother, who I think has passed away or has special needs or something like that. The ads were very homoerotic. They were very spicy. They're alleging that former models from the brands are accusing him of, basically pimping them out, making them do lewd and lascivious things on set and things like that. Since he was arrested in West Palm Beach, he has pleaded not guilty to the charges. But I mean, it's just like it's another piece of our childhood that we now realize is tainted with filth. I don't know if it's true or not, but look at these ads. Here's one. This is the one I can find. It's two black people in all of these pictures, and this is one. It's just like Nickelodeon, then Diddy. Then I'm hearing stuff about Walt Disney was a freak. Then I'm hearing stuff. It's like, damn, everything that we grew up on was tainted with filth. I never owned anything from Abercrombie and Fitch. My mom and daddy didn't play that. And it had nothing to do with, the discourse about the discourse in the brand. It was just my mama wasn't paying no $178 for no pair of jeans. It just wasn't gonna happen. I think they were like, I don't even think they were that much back then. They might have been like $80 or something like that for some Abercrombie jeans. Like I never had no Aeropostale. I never had no American Eagle, none of that. My mama didn't play that. Neither did my daddy. But it's just like, God, I remember the ads and how everybody, it was mostly white kids. Like, I grew up in Jersey. It was mostly white kids that wore the Abercrombie. Us black kids, we was wearing Pele Pele and Isuzu jeans and Iceberg and Brooklyn Express. We was wearing the urban stuff. We wasn't wearing Mecca. We used to wear a lot of Mecca back when I was in elementary school. We wasn't wearing Abercrombie. But it's just like, you see Abercrombie and Fitch, it's like, it's almost like a part of your childhood, Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen. I feel for the victims, and I hope justice is served. Wow. Absolutely disgusting. So, okay. Corrine Rothfeld, editor-in-chief of CR Fashion Book. Now, if you're not familiar with Corine Rothfeld, she is one of the fashion queens, honey. She's been around for years. She's worked at Vogue. She's worked everywhere. She's styled runways. She styled celebrities. She's done it all, honey. Well, she is branching out yet again with her business, and this time she's being joined by her son, Vladimir. The two are reportedly, according to WWD, that's Women's Wear Daily. The two are reportedly starting a new magazine publication, combining sports and fashion. There's no name yet, but the venture will be launching the first half of 2025. What do I think about this? Somebody sent me this and asked me, what do I think? I think it's a good idea. I think that fashion and sports are really starting to collide over these past couple of years, especially, with the Olympics over the summertime. I think it's a good idea, but I also am like, it gets to be a little corny sometimes. Just look at that last Dior show in Paris, honey. It gets to be a little corny sometimes, but I think with the talent and the experience and the legend that is Corine Rothfeld, I think it's either gonna sink or swim. It's not gonna be no in between, but I don't see it failing. Her editorials are always so stunning and always so inspiring to me. We'll wait until we get a hard copy in our hand. I'm gonna see if I can get a subscription going, and I'm gonna see what it's about. I did have a subscription to CR Fashion Book, but it got to be a little expensive, and I wasn't really reading them, so I kind of let it go. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out and see what it's all about. So huge congratulations, and it's nothing like keeping business in the family. You know what I mean? So huge congratulations to Corine Rothfeld and her very handsome son Vladimir. Do you like the dolls? If you do, yeah. So I want to send a huge congratulations to the two of the real rap queens, Missy Elliott and Queen Latifah. They became the first two rappers awarded the National Medal of Arts. In a social media post, Missy Elliott said this: "I'm humbly grateful, crying tears of joy, thinking of the days I wasn't so strong, but through faith and prayer, I kept going. I'm so thankful." POTS, which is President of the United States. Congratulations to the other people who you was excited, who were blessed with this honor. A big congrats to my sis, Queen Latifah, who deserves all the bouquets. She was also honored yesterday. Thank you, Queen, for kicking down the doors for me and those after you. National Medal of Arts. Hashtag VA, hashtag 757. Yeah, so you know what? I think these women have been around. We all grew up on these women, and they have made, several different lanes for themselves. Queen Latifah kind of veered off from the rapping and she went into acting. She's an Academy Award winner. She's got the hottest show on primetime television right now with The Equalizer. Missy Elliott is doing her first major tour of her 30-year career. She is a blueprint for the music videos. I mean, revolutionary music videos. I mean, she has put so many artists on. She's given us so many hits, and they've done it all without scandal, without fighting, without beefing with anybody. So huge congratulations to these women. This is real Black excellence. These are real rap queens right here. So salute to them. Now, I wasn't going to do this, but I am so tired of NEYO and his bald-headed ass. You know, I haven't read a bitch in quite a while. If you don't count Amber Rose just 5 minutes ago. So NEYO was celebrating a birthday, and he posted this picture with his 3 concubines. NEYO, you are so late and so tired, and you're overcompensating. Like, why do you, at 55 years old, need 3 bitches? It's really late. And you know what I don't respect about NEYO? I was never really a NEYO fan. He came out, ooh, look at that arm fat. He came out when I was in my late teens, early 20s, and I was just never really a fan of the music like that. But, you know, there was always rumors that you were gay. And let me tell y'all men something. When you pull stunts like this, at 50-something, 40-something, 50-something years old, you're gay. You're gay. I believe you're gay. Because why? You have a gaggle of children with a gaggle of different women. Like, why are you out on a limb for your masculinity? Like, this does not make you a man. This makes you a buster ass nigga. You were married to your longtime love, what was her name? Moniece? What was her name? What's her name, Moniece? I think her name was Moniece. You told her you didn't want to have kids anymore. You talked her into getting her tubes tied, which is not all the way your fault, because, you know, just because somebody throws shit doesn't mean you have to catch it. But she's thinking that y'all are in it for the long haul, and you're telling her you don't want no more kids. She ties her tubes. And you run off and cheat on her with a stripper, and then you go have a gaggle of kids with several other different women. Like, you are a real lowlife. You are a real dirty dick lowlife. I don't care how many hits you wrote for Beyonce and whoever else. And I think we're getting to a stage where we don't give a fuck about your celebrity anymore. When your character means squat diddly dank dank. Look at him. NEYO, you's a fag. If you need this many women to satisfy you, you need to see what a man can do. And I'm quite sure you know. Anyway, guys, that was today's show. Ooh, another long episode. Listen, T.S. Madison just came on, and I got a pastrami on rye sandwich downstairs. So I gotta get into my fag talk, honey. Huge shout out to T.S. Madison and Craig DeRider. I love y'all, honey. Listen, after y'all watch this, make sure you watch the playback. Anyway, guys, I love y'all. Thank you again for running these numbers up. And thank you again, and welcome to the new subscribers. I will catch you in a couple of days. Ciao. I'm so sorry.